Hey guys, it's Bobby Smith. Some of you guys know me through Facebook or whatever social media, but we've decided, man, talking to a lot of our friends, that we're going to try to open up a YouTube channel. Kind of just show you what we've done, and this is going to be catch up a little bit, but kind of show you what we've done with the place. We have moved into a neighborhood, but since we've moved into this neighborhood, we've decided that we want to be a little bit more self-sustained. With all the crazy stuff that's going on with the economy and the market in general, just food prices and all that good stuff. So anyway, we decided that we are going to plant a garden. We're going to have some chickens, produce some eggs. We own some goats. We do milk and all that good stuff. My hat's on crooked. Anyway, so with that said, we decided that we're going to do this, and we're probably about a month and a half, 2 months into it. And we have bought, like I said, some chickens from some friends that were already adults. We bought some baby chicks that we've grown out, and man, I'm looking forward to the day that those things start laying, because we'll be set pretty good. But we've been able to provide our friends with some eggs and provide our friends with milk and those kind of things, and we're super excited about it. But we want to show you guys how we got here, how we are living in a neighborhood in Oklahoma, and we are able to produce these things. Now, don't get me wrong, we do have the house on the market. As you can see, the for sale sign out front. We are looking to get to a farm soon. But in the meanwhile, why wait, man? We're going to do it right here in Oklahoma in a neighborhood. So check it out. So yeah, this is our little brooder box setup that we've got going on right now. As you can see, we have a couple little Isa Browns there in the corner. But with that said, this is kind of our little baby box. They'll stay in this for a couple weeks, and then they'll graduate into the bigger box. And they'll stay in there until they really get fall feathered out. And at that point in time, we'll move them outside to the big coops and big runs outside. I wanted to show you around and let you see kind of what we're doing. But one of the things we're faced with here right now in Oklahoma is the dadgum heat. It's been absolutely nuts. 105, 107, 109 every single day, and no rain except for today. It looks like it's going to rain a little bit, which would be fantastic. We absolutely need it. But one of the things I want to show you is kind of also what we're doing to keep our chickens cool. And we've had to add some features. I know online I've been looking, there's misters, there's all kinds of stuff. And one of the things we've been really lucky about with our setup is, number one, it's pretty simple. Number two, it's pretty cheap. And number three, man, we're not seeing a decrease in egg production. We're not seeing a decrease in our garden production. As you can see, it is growing like crazy. We've had all kinds of vegetables come, tomatoes, cucumbers. You can see watermelon, cantaloupe is big back there. But anyway, I want to show you kind of what we're doing with our chickens to keep them cooled off and see if it works for you. So as you can see in the video just a little shortly, we put these little kiddie pools in. They like to play around in that. I soak the ground down pretty good, which they're kind of chilling in the soaked area. And then we've got the other kiddie pool. I put in extra tarps too. The sun really beats down on this side, so we try to keep the sun off of them. The white tarps come with the run. The green tarps we added. And then as you can see, as it's getting loud over there, we've got our little industrial fan blowing also. Circulation's super key, man. It may not always be about the coldest of air being pushed, but circulation is great. And they do natural things anyway. These guys will lay down and spread their wings out and all that kind of stuff to be cool. And right now, it's just before dark. These guys are probably more active now than they have been all day because it's starting to cool off a little bit. I say cool off, I think it's 96 right now. So anyway, you've got that going on with my chickens. I'll do a whole nother video on my quail another day. I've got quail set up inside of my little shop here, and they're lucky enough to actually get an air conditioner in there because that room is not insulated well, and it gets really stinking hot in there. But anyway, so this is what we're doing. Plus, like I said, I give them the kiddie pool. I soak their ground down. They like to play around in the muddy ground. Obviously, keeping fresh water in every single day. We moved to a 5-gallon water with these, what I call them my teenage birds, just because they go through it so quick. But there's that 5-gallon unit there. And then obviously my laying hens, I got 4 silver lace Wyandottes and 1 Rhode Island red. And they're good with that little 2-gallon guy sitting there. I again had to put new water in about every other day to keep them fresh. So anyway, all that to say, that's what we do to keep them cool. One of the things I wanted to show also, so we've been through a bunch of different kind of feeders, a little feeder there that you can buy at like your Tractor Supplies or whatever. But we found this, it's holds a lot more, that's less trips out there. We like to support local businesses or at least small businesses. And what we found was this 5-gallon water and the big, the feeder there. It's, we bought them online, absolutely enjoy their products. It's a company called Rent-A-Coop. We found them, I don't know if it's Etsy or what it is. What's up, pretty girl? Come to say hi, huh? But it's about that time. But anyway, all that to say, I just wanted to give a shout out to that company as well. And the other thing that we do a shout out for as well is every single one of these young birds we have picked up at, we have friends that run the Beeline feed store. And if you guys haven't been out there, they're still actually doing chicks when a lot of places have stopped. But Jeremy and Chrissy at Beeline are absolutely amazing people, and I don't know where they get their birds, but we have not lost a single bird. And the crazy thing is, if you do chicken math, they tell you that a couple turns into a lot. And we bought early based upon our friends telling us that that you're going to lose a couple as they grow out. So we bought more than we probably needed, and our luck is every single one of these suckers have made it, and they're doing great, and they're nice big birds. And I cannot wait till these guys start laying because we're going to have so many eggs. It's unreal. So anyway, so Rent-A-Coop, great products, and Chrissy and Jeremy at Beeline Feed Store out in, I think it's Mounds area is what it's called, almost Beggs. Great place to get birds, as well as we get all of our feed there too. So there's that. I wanted to talk about our big birds too. I say big birds. These are our ladies that are already laying. And it might get a little loud because that fan's right there. But these ladies we got from Pretty Water Feather Farm. We got them as laying hens. They were 9 months old when we picked them up. And we initially picked up 5 of the Silver Lace Wyandottes. We gave one to my sister. She named it Edna. It's running around. You'll see the videos on her page. And then we picked up that Rhode Island Red. And man, they've been great producers. Out of the 5 birds, we average about 3 eggs a day. And like I said, we got them from Pretty Water Feather Farm and had no issues either. So man, we have absolutely lucked out. Great, fantastic birds from both Beeline and Pretty Water Feather Farm. And anyway, if you need places to go to get some, that's what I would recommend if they have any left anyway. So that's that. So now I want to show you a little bit of what we're doing and what Tony's doing in the garden. Not even going to try to take credit for that, man. She's killing this every single day. So take a look. So as you can tell here, we have some corn. It's doing all right. We haven't picked anything from it just yet. But there are some cobs there, and it looks a little dry. I probably need to water again this morning. And then we move into some other stuff here. You got the zucchini. As you can see there, this monstrosity here, that is watermelon and cantaloupe. And it's just taking over out here. kills me because I can't mow my dadgum grass right now because I don't want to mess up the vines. And then we get into our tomatoes and broccoli. I think there's some beans in there as well. But as you can see, those tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, are doing really well. They're stinking delicious, that's for sure. And there's some other big boy tomatoes and that kind of stuff. Get into, I believe that is butternut squash. And then we get into our peppers. And yeah, that's a nice big bell pepper right there. It's ready to come off. But then the other side is our cucumbers and the different variety that we have in there. So anyway, with that said, she does really stinking well on her garden. And like I said, man, she comes out here every single day and she's messing with it, fertilizing it and watering it and doing all those things. So the garden is absolutely beautiful. There's more up by the house there. All of our herbs in the boxes and such. And then down the house, we have more tomatoes. And on the other side, it is, I believe there's blackberries and blueberries and those kind of things. We got lemon trees, lime trees that we got growing up there by the pool as well. So again, she's killing it with the garden this year. So we've got the garden in the backyard as well as all of our chickens. So you got to check it out. You got to see it. Man, the chickens are so fun to watch and to just kind of see them do their thing. And the garden is nuts. I never really thought we'd have anything remotely close to that, but we do. And what's good, bye. But anyway, neighbors driving by. But anyway, that's what we're about, man. And I think there's a lot to learn, and we're still learning, and we have lots of friends that are helping us along the way. But they think I'm crazy shooting video in my front yard. But anyway, man, I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. I think it's gonna be fun to kind of watch this journey. You'll watch us as we eventually move into the new farm. But as it stands right now, I get to see how we're doing it right here amongst all of our neighbors. So pretty neighborhood that we live in, and they're all pretty cool as long as we give them eggs occasionally. They don't say too much. So anyway, subscribe, like it, and let's go on this journey together.